How to do YouTube out here. I think this one is gonna, you know, jump from here to there. But I wanted to point out that tonight's subtopics are going to be that some of us amateur astronomers, and amateur we are, and learning curves. And however, I've been studying this since I've been 15 years old, and had my eye in the sky, and I'm 43. And so I try to break things down into like a layman's terms, but thought I'd come out here and show you a capture here at 6:06, 12:15, of course, 2013. And I'm zoomed in here. And you'd like to go out here. It's 1:44 a.m., but you really have to come out here, guys. And I encourage everybody to come out to LASCO and the other telescopes and other data mining sites and take a good look. See, that's only 200%. I'll get up to 500%, bring it right down and let you get a good look. See that that's not a camera flare, smudge, or artifact. This is an incoming object. Okay, and there's some parallax going on here too. But all through this picture, I've been hearing about ISON, and there's no more ISON. Here's another interesting shot of something going through the camera. These people that make the movies, I don't really like to depend on the movies so much because they'll scrub those movies quicker than they'll scrub these single images. They go after the movies first. And there's definitely, if ISON is no more, then, and I think they really underestimated the size of ISON. There's definitely objects that are around the sun that are probably impacting the sun, floating around the sun, and then impacting the sun as we speak. Because ISON did come up and around, we did see that, and I did see it kind of like do a roll, and with the fan coming through. So there was definitely and with all due respect, Bruce Gary, ISON did not reduce into dust. Okay, ISON is maybe smaller, and so where did the fragments go? Okay, so this is like I said. Here's the. I just wanted to do give you a good look there around there, but this is 6:06. Seems to be another incoming comet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it there for now, and I'm going to go show you another image. The one that Bruce Carey said that they would scrub. It's still out there, actually, so hold on for a second. All right, there we go, folks. Now here it is, all blown up. And this is the one that BP Earthwatch, or I don't know what he's watching. Um, I think he is a fearmonger. Nobody here has ever heard me fearmonger, okay? I report things as they happen and as they are, and try not to put too much doom in my voice, but here are the objects that he was pointing out. Definitely some action there. I'll give him some credit. Sure, I got this pointer to go out and try to find this. He said they'd scrub it, but it's still out there. Talking about movement here. So if ISON did uh, disintegrate, what? Are you serious? Disintegrate? Get some Mountain Dew. Grab me some Mountain Dew. Sorry, Mountain Dew can sue me. Oh no, copyright. Well, it keeps me up at night, and not a bunch of fear mongering. But I actually use this because like I want to point out here, some objects there. So this was a good catch by BP. But we got enough going on here on planet Earth. We got the hurricanes, etc. And what happened to Philippines? Has anybody forgotten about that? Fukushima, on and on. People forget about Haiti, even. And there's good uh, explanations of why those things are going on too. And I don't want to get into in this particular video. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'm on Screencaster, so it gives me a free 15 minutes. I like the software. I'm thinking about getting the full version, and but I have a couple other type of pieces of software that I like to use as well. Definitely, I could be an object as well. But okay, now I'm going to. These are the ones he was pointing out too. But I'm going to go and pause it now for a second and show you some more. Okay, and a quick one here for you guys. This is according to discovermagazine.com. All right, and some of the recent observations of where you would see, possibly see comet ISON. I did a report put out December 7th. The comet ISON was visible from the ground. Now I'm in Iowa. I saw it from the ground in this position here. When I was reporting, it was directly over my head. Okay, and I talk about December 1st, December 4th, December 8th. Well, December 7th, I could see it through the clouds. The moon had already set. It was already under the horizon, underneath. So there was no reflection of any light. And then when it broke through, I even brought my neighbor out and they saw it as well. And it kind of looked like this. Okay, so ISON is still out there. And why it's not out there every single night, that's curious to me because, it just seems like they've been clouding it up in a lot of areas, especially around here at certain times, even at night. I was able to get out there tonight to try to observe some of the meteor showers and stuff, but it's very cold out, below zero. So I stand out there as long as I can, and but I can tell you that there may be a reason why you hear about ISON in the path being off. Well, the path being off, maybe it's not so much us, but or ISON, but other influences. So, but like I said, this is December 1st view, 4th view, and 8th. And so on the 7th, this is where I saw it. So I'm going to pause it for there for another good little image. What happened to all these super images that we were getting from ISON? Here's one from May 8th, 2013. You can see where it's from. See, 2012 S1 ISON. Don't pay attention to this. But this is an image from the telescope. And I don't hear BP Earthwatch reporting on that. But actually, I'm out here, as you can see up here at Google, doing some images searches to kind of point out reports news. Reports news. Giving you kind of an idea of who's really been reporting on this. Slate.com, Disclose TV, the GoldenLightChannel.com. CNN has actually got one out here. That's from actually the stereo. What is that? Oh, okay, I see why it's like that. Let's go back. Oh, no, let's go back to images. Okay, and go to the top of the page. It could look like something like that in the sky. It could look like something like that. This is what, mine looked like there was actually 3 bright objects. What about all these fantastic, images? And then everybody wants to say, oh, ISON is dead. Well, if it's dead, then it's left quite a bit around. This image again. So, with all due respect, Bruce, we still got a little bit left of ISON. So, a tour of Google images of ISON. So, if anybody is interested, just Google it. And this is when I think it was blown back by the CME. All right, and Bruce is trying to say these are microscopic in size. Doubt that, Bruce. It's a pretty sunset. I mean, was that really ISON or were these fake? I don't think these were fake. People, I think, I'm not a fear monger though in any way. Revelations though, if you're, into religion, like, well, I'm into, having a relationship with Jesus. and I believe in the true Word of God. Uh, in Revelations, I would not add or take away from. In Revelations 8 is quite telling of what is coming. And for those who think you're going to be taken away in a bleep of an eye, I don't know, man. You know, there was the Black Plague for those who lived then, and other horrendous things that have come upon other human populations. And but this is actually like an escape from that, because we got so much going on that we're bringing on ourselves with the wars. You know, we got the Middle East, you know, and Syria, and now Central Africa is blowing up, and you know, Fukushima again. I just can't say that enough. There's your little chart there again of where uh, you will see it in the sky. Now, the moon by this time will still be in the sky, so it may compete if it's not containing its brightness. So you might want to keep going out there and checking every once in a while to see, depending on your atmospheric conditions, about seeing it with the naked eye. Go out there with binoculars as well. And if you can stand the cold, go out there with a telescope. And if you know how to work a telescope in the cold from going warm into cold without it fogging over, or that takes a little bit of doing. But yeah, I'm just scrolling through these images for ISON and just really trying to defend some of these people that are out there assaulting those who are paying attention. And and you know, some of them people are getting it quite wrong, and some of them are getting it quite right. And this isn't, it's stuff like this is not something where we come into the middle of and then choose to agree. All right, and that's a little neat image also of the whole loop. You know, they say poof, he went in the dust. That's what it kind of looks like there. Huh? Came in this way and up and out and fanned out and poof. Nah, I mean, this is a little bit doctored, guys. That is a doctored image. All right. Tell me what made it go poof. Remaining solid. What made it just go poof? I'm not believing that. It would have, if it would have went poop, it pooped over here and all this is fake. Okay. And there's multiple objects going around and impacting the sun and causing some flaring. Ooh, that's kind of gross. ISON. But I showed you those images earlier on the last go. First, I'm like, why is it shaking? You know, got the train about ready to go by. Oh, this is an interesting map I want. I'm glad I found this. ISON debris trail in FEMA 3 region, blah, blah, blah. And it's actually another really interesting map that you might want to be, you know, pay some attention to down there. But this is where that if you are living in these areas, if there is going to be a meteor storm or anything like that, here's where they come in. I'm over here. And here's another interesting map you might want to get into. This is not global warming report. This is might happen if there's a major earthquake in this country, cracking it in half. And this has also been foretold by some psychics, famous psychics, about this happening, and also a saint back in the 12th century, seeing this happening. So there you go, a neat little item to finish up my 15 minutes. But if you live over in these areas or in this area or anywhere in between, oh, you know, you might want to have a heads up. So, well, take care, guys. This has been a pleasant 15-minute chat. Said I don't like to do fear here. I like to do love. Peace, guys.